Teacher, that's one of the teachers helping put shoes on one of those little kids. And this guy in the middle is Joseph, and he's the one who helped me building the shelves out there. He actually grew up out here in CIA. I'll tell you a little bit more about him in a minute. But he was playing with the boys, and that room back there in the back, as you can probably guess by the smoky appearance, is the kitchen. And they use wood stoves for cooking, and so everything gets all smoked up around wherever they're cooking. But that's where they do it there. That's some more of the kids. There's, I don't guess I got the picture in here, but when we were giving out the shoes, one of the little boys that day had malaria, and he came outside and wanted to see what was going on, but all he could do was just lay back down on the grass and go to sleep. But almost every day that I was around the school or the orphanage, there'd be at least one child, one place or the other, that was sick with malaria. So it's a really big problem out there in that part of the country. Now, this is about 3 or 4 miles away from the orphanage, and this is the high school that Tom has started building just in the last few years. And he had this idea several years ago, and I didn't really think it would ever get off the ground, but it was so expensive for them to send the kids that they had cared for, to send them on to high school and have to buy uniforms and pay school fees and so forth. So he just decided to try to build his own high school out there, and also take in whatever other students in the area that might come. And it's actually going. And that's the office. And I was impressed with this. Whoops, I got the banana voice back in here again. But that's a new building there on the left. That's going to be their washrooms and restrooms, and it's going to have eventually going to have real modes and everything. Right down there to the right is their outhouses that are in use right now. But hopefully they will get that deal finished. Okay, that's one of the other things that we put some money on, was a ceiling inside that building. So we paid for the materials to put a ceiling in there. When these are little bitty houses that the teachers live in, and the teachers actually live out there at school. And I talked to you about unfinished buildings. It's a thing in progress. The bottom 2 floors are finished, and they are having classes in those. And then there's going to be 2 more floors eventually up on top of that. But they are at least working on it. They did a lot of concrete work while I was there. And we spent a few days working on these shelves right on this end of that building up on the second floor. There's kind of a little breezeway up here where we built the bookshelves that we put together. Okay, we also provided these uniforms. They're hospital scrubs, and Tom had them embroidered with the school name, and they turned out really neat, I thought. That's what they look like. And the kids seem to be real happy to get those. Okay, that's another project that we put some money on. This is one end of the boys' dorm, and that's where the fire was that they had last fall sometime. They had already re-roofed it, put a new roof on, and replastered the outside and put windows in. We paid for the wiring, electrical wiring inside, and a ceiling. So they have just recently, in the last year or so, gotten electricity out there. So they are getting things hooked up, and while we were there, it worked probably 50% of the time. It's just on and off. But it's quite nice to have when it's on. That's where we were when we bought the electrical supplies. One thing kind of hard to get used to about the stores is that instead of going into a store like you do in the U.S., over there they open up the doors in the front, and then there's a set of bars and a little window, and you can't actually go in the store. So we went there, and Felix that was with us that helps Tom, and he was also my driver while I was there. But Felix is an electrician, and he had a big list of stuff, and we paid for that. These electrical supplies that went to do a bunch of wiring at the school, and so you had to stand there and tell them all these things, and they put the order together. And this is in downtown Nairobi, right on a really busy street, and that's some of their money. The biggest bill they have is 1,000 shillings, which is $10. That's where they were gathering all of our stuff up out in the street to load it up in the car. That's Felix right there. Just a super nice guy. And that's him doing some wiring at the out of school. That's the girls' part, as you can probably tell by the pink beds. And you'll notice there's only a few of them that use mosquito nets. When a visitor comes, like down a place where I stayed, they insist that you use a mosquito net. And I can see why the kids don't like to use them, because even though it's a light, thin stuff, it gets so stuffy in there. There's no air movement, and it's and in the night, if the thing gets on your face, it's just not real fun to sleep under one. But I guess malaria is a little worse. That's the boys' side, part of it. A couple of them had mosquito nets, but did you see the boy? There was one of the high school boys there, laying there, that had malaria that day. And sometimes they would get bad enough that they would drive them into CI to go find a doctor, and then sometimes, if they'd had it several times before, it evidently doesn't last too long. This is going to lunch. Their cafeteria is that little shed over there, and they had quite good appetites. They seem to love to run over there and get their food. But I was amazed by the school days that those kids put in. They would start before we got there in the mornings. They would already be in class working, and they'd let them out at about mid-morning sometime, maybe 10 or so, and have tea just for a little while. Come back and go to class till maybe 1 o'clock. Let them out to go to lunch, and their lunch was only 20 minutes long. And then it was back to class, And then in the middle of the afternoon, they would let them out for PE, and they'd actually get to run around for about an hour. And then it was back to class again, and then they'd have about an hour off to go eat and do their laundry, that kind of stuff. And then it was back to class again at night. So I don't know how many hours they put in, but it's a long day. This, believe it or not, is the lumber yard in Nairobi, where we had to try to pick out some fairly straight lumber. And we hired this guy because we were in a car, so we hired this guy with a cart, and he stacked that lumber on there very carefully so it was balanced, and strapped it all down. And this was by this time it was about 5 o'clock in the afternoon in Nairobi, and traffic was just awful. It took us an hour and 5 minutes to get from there to the Children's Center, and this guy got there about 5 minutes after us, just after going through all that traffic. But he was happy to earn his $4 for delivering that. And we cut the wood up out there at school and stacked it up and put weights on it to try to get it straightened out a little bit. And that's Joseph. He was running a plane on some of it to get some rough spots out. And then we started putting the bookshelves together. And then finally we painted them. Now, Joseph is 40 years old. He grew up out there in that area, real poor, but he did everything right, went to school, was able to get in the university, got a job in Nairobi at a printer, and worked at that printer for a number of years until the person that owned the company was in England, and they just decided to shut it down. And after that, he has looked for 2 years for a job, and you know, a 40-year-old guy that's done nothing but work in an office in Nairobi, it's evidently pretty hard to find a job. So he met Tom, and Tom's been trying to help give him some odd jobs now and then, and that's what this was. He hired him to come out there and earn his $4 a day, helping me make these shelves while I was out there. So he and I worked together quite a bit and talked, and I was trying to help him figure out what he could do, because he's pretty desperate. And we got to the painting, and I noticed he's quite a good painter. He did a good job at that. And so I started asking him, couldn't you go back to Nairobi and paint? Well, I never thought of that. And so by the time we left, he had decided he's going to take the money that he earned plus a little bit more that I gave him, and he's going to go back to Nairobi and buy a bicycle and buy some paintbrushes and some tools and make some cards and start going door to door trying to get a little business started painting. And I hope he's successful at that, because he told me he's going to call his company the Edwin Ford Painting Company. So if you need some painting in Nairobi, you can find Joseph. That's the kids. They helped carry the bookshelves out when we got through. We had to load them in a lorry. That's a lorry. And there we hauled them over to the orphanage, unloaded them, and they're going to go in the library. Okay, right here is the next thing that we bought was a little recreational equipment for the kids. we bought probably the only pool table in that part of Kenya. And that, they had no idea what it was. And none of the teachers had ever even seen one. So they unloaded it and had to, y'all probably know how heavy a pool table is. They are really heavy. And they had to cart that up the stairways, up 2 flights of stairs, and get it up there, and finally got it into the room where it's going to be. And I told the math teacher that pool is a real good, real world way to teach physics and geometry, and so he was going to look into that. But that's one more thing that we did. That's their little shower stalls that the kids use at the high school. Of course, there's no running water, but they carry water to it. This is Lake Victoria. So one Sunday afternoon, after we went to church, I had the idea that we might drive out there. It's just about 10 or 12 miles over to the lake from where we were. So we went over, and this is called Port Victoria. It's one of the little fishing villages over there. And as you can see from this view, it looks like a resort. I mean, it could be a resort. All the scenic beauty that's there, but then you turn around and look the other way, and you say, nah. You'd have to bulldoze all this stuff down. It's just a sad place, but